Alright, as the player who has probably played more Dragon games than anyone in the history of Bed Wars, I decided to do a video on my most recent time I went to Dragons because they changed how Dragon Buff works and how dragons spawn in sudden death. They just took away Dragon Buff altogether, basically. And they made it so each team alive gets one dragon at the start of sudden death, which means the first 5 minutes of sudden death is just completely boring because one dragon isn't going to be enough to really put you in much danger unless you're a complete noob and not paying attention to start with. Now, trust me, I'm in no danger from this dragon right now. It's getting close to me. That's because I'm luring it in and I want to hit it multiple times before it can get away. And to do that, you need to let it get kind of close to you. So I plan on killing the dragon. That's why I'm doing it. I mean, if I was just trying to stay alive and keep him away from me, I'd shoot him much earlier. But I'm going to kill it. That's what I normally do. And normally I'd be able to kill 2 dragons or at least have a good shot at it. But with the other one spawning 5 minutes into sudden death, which is what's supposed to happen now, that's unlikely to happen. You're just not going to have the time to kill 2 dragons very often in that situation. But yeah, this is really boring for the first 5 minutes. And if the point of sudden death is to like end the game, I don't know why you don't just leave Dragon Buff as it is so there could be more dragons. Here's the 5-minute mark. You'll notice that no more dragons spawned. It's just the 2 still. And at this point, it should be 4. But when you go to dragons, it's usually because one person is camping or 2 people are camping and they don't want to PvP. So removing or reducing the number of dragons doesn't make any sense unless you're just wanting to prolong the game, which doesn't seem like a smart thing. If you're going to remove Dragon Buff, which I don't think you should have, I think you should have left it alone because it doesn't hurt anything to leave it alone, and it does add late game strategy to the game, so it actually adds something. But if you're going to take Dragon Buff away, I'm going to kill him right there, killed it, then you should at least have 2 dragons per team spawn at the very start of something. It's still lame to me that you would take Dragon Buff away, but if you're dead set on doing something stupid, at least minimize the stupidity by having all the dragons spawn at once. Just because you're prolonging the game with people who already had no intention of engaging in PvP with each other in all likelihood. So, yeah. Please take this into consideration when you go fix this bug that I'm reporting. Your dragon's not spawning. And just bring back Dragon Buff and the way it was before. Feather Falling is great. I love the fact that you added that, but you don't have to take something away to add something. Let's have them both.